What's up, everybody? It's me, Baby Couscous. I'm finally back doing one of these videos where I stand in front of a wall and range in front of a camera. It's been a while. I don't think the higher-ups wanted to do another one of these videos for a while. I think they just wanted to take a break and then experiment with some nerd that sat in front of a computer and taught you how to do some stuff. He's kind of a loser, but they introduced a new couscous that will finally be able to stand in front of a wall and compose himself, unlike Couscous constitutional attorney, who is still in the cube. Who knows when he'll be let out. But you know what? Let's just get right into the video. As you can see, I have my seal of virginity on the wall right here. Neon Genesis Evangelion. The end of Evangelion. I love this anime. Now, I'm not an anime fan, but I love it. I've watched 2 animes in my life, Evangelion and JoJo. And do you want to know why I'm making this video? Do you want to know why? You want to know why? It's because I love you. I love you. Okay? Now let me explain why. This show, it's a masterpiece, okay? And I'm going to explain to you why it's a masterpiece and you should like it, but it's also the most degenerate and disgusting piece of work on the planet. Okay? Why? The community. I mean, that goes with any anime series. The community is the worst, okay? But this one, it's awful. I have never interacted with it, but I'm not gonna try. Do you wanna know why? Let's just say the 2 major supporting roles are 2 14-year-old girls. One of them's right there, the other's right there. But I don't need to say anything else. But like I said, let's just get into this video and explain to you why you should watch Evangelion. It's a masterpiece, okay? Just putting that out there. Let's get into the video. So how do you even watch Evangelion? I'm sorry to say that Netflix bought the rights to Evangelion. So the only way you can watch Evangelion is on Netflix. Which is fine. Not really, because unfortunately, they didn't get the rights to Fly Me to the Moon. Okay, I can't start this one. Now, how do you even watch Evangelion? Well, it's on Netflix. More on that later. But, yeah, it's on Netflix. You just watch the anime series, and then, yeah, pretty simple. But, Evangelion, in terms of its timeline, is a little confusing. Let me get this little whiteboard over here that I don't have a marker for. So what I'll do is start this scene over. Now, where do you even watch Evangelion? Well, fortunately, it's on Netflix. Pretty easy to access. But let's say you go on Netflix and you look up Evangelion. There are 3 different things that pop up. Neon Genesis Evangelion. Evangelion Death and Rebirth. Evangelion Neon Genesis Evangelion The End of Evangelion. Where do you begin? If you start with the End of Evangelion, you're kind of stupid, but you start with the anime series called Neon Genesis Evangelion. It has 26 episodes, and I must say they're exquisite. After that, after you're done watching that, you move on to Death and Rebirth, which is a recap episode, a recap movie of all the 26 episodes of Evangelion. Now this is where it gets a little weird. End of Evangelion is a split timeline movie, okay? For context, Neon Genesis Evangelion had a polarizing ending. The last two episodes, there were some shenanigans that went down, and people didn't like it, or they either loved it. I personally thought it was okay, but I'm glad End of Evangelion is here. So End of Evangelion was made as a response to those last two episodes. It's a branching off of episode 24. So after episode 24 ends, this starts, and 25 and 26 didn't happen if you watch this movie. After that, there's more shenanigans that go on. After, when this movie ends, if this is how the movie ended, I'd be a happy lad today. If this is how it ended with Rei looking at the sky and Asuka and Shinji right there, I'd be happy. No, that's not how it ends. This isn't how it ends. There are some more shenanigans that happen. Okay? And again, there's polarizing, and so they made another split timeline. So now you got 4 movies splitting off from this timeline, but this one ended, but then it also split, okay? It split and created the 1.0 series, which is not on Netflix. You can find it somewhere. If you dig deep enough, you can find it. But I personally haven't watched it yet. I literally just watched this like 2 days ago. Okay? Yes, I already have a poster. It's that good. So I don't know if the 1.0 series is good yet. I'll get back to you on that. But that's where you watch Evangelion. You watch the series. You can watch Death and Rebirth if you want to, but you have to watch End of Evangelion. But you don't have to watch the 1.0 series. The anime series and this movie, mandatory to get the full experience. Okay? We got that out of the way? Okay. And now that you actually know how to watch this clusterfuck of an anime timeline series, let's just get on into the reasons as to why you should watch it. The first reason why you should watch this anime is the plot. Oh man, it's a good one, okay? Let me just give you an overview, if you will, of the plot. You got the first 15 episodes, okay? Like a little bit over half of the show, okay? You got just good old robots fighting aliens, okay? And you're like, yeah, okay, this is cool, okay? It could be better, right? And that's every anime, big robots fighting aliens, okay? But then you get to the end of episode 15 and you're like, okay, okay, I see you. And then you get 16 through like 24, and you're like, you guys remember when this show was about robots fighting aliens? What happened to that? Episodes 16 through 24 have to be the best forms of just media I have ever consumed. Okay? You got big twist, big reveal, everything, the works, everything in this little tiny span of episodes. And you're like, why aren't more movies done like this? Or movies, TV shows, you name it, why isn't anything done like this? This is beautiful, okay? But then, once you're done with episode 24, you get to episode 25 and 26. Now this is a little hot seat topic, okay? I'm just gonna say it. I liked the ending of Neon Genesis Evangelion. I liked it. I mean, I'm glad the end of Evangelion is here, but I liked the ending. If the show stopped there, I'd be fine. I said it. Sue me. Sue me. Sue me. Okay? Let me explain. Episodes 25 and 26, they're a little weird. They're different. Like, some shenanigans go down. Okay? It's like social commentary, or like commentary on the world, and like a character study. And that's cool and all. I really liked it. but I can understand why people didn't like it because there's a lot of questions. I mean, a ton, a metric ton of questions that aren't answered. And spoiler alert, none of them are answered except for one. And you'll see what it is after this movie, okay? Maybe two whole questions are answered. That's about it. Um, but yeah, that's why people didn't like the ending, was because no questions were answered, and there wasn't one. It wasn't like a big climax. It was just congratulations, 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 congratulations. You know, those of you who watched it, you know what I'm saying. So yeah, it's a fine ending. I liked it personally. You didn't like it, that's fine. I can see why. That's it for the story. It's a masterpiece. I cannot give it any more support as to why you should watch it if, without like spoiling anything. Because every episode of 16 through 24, I know things like revealed, and I don't want to go too into detail. I will give you, you know what? Never mind. Just watch it. Just watch it for the plot. It's freaking good, okay? Number two, the characters. The characters, they're kind of important, okay? As you will see in 25 and 26. Like I said, with the social commentary and stuff, all of the character development that has been building up for the past, all the other episodes before 25 and 26, that all means something. Every single episode includes something that builds into this huge cascading event of characters doing stuff. And it all comes together. The characters, they're interesting. This show tries to take a more realistic approach to characters, because in other animes you got like Goku, who can eat a fucking planet like on a Tuesday afternoon, just like that, okay? Jotaro from JoJo, he just punches the shit out of anything he wants to. You got this main character, Shinji Ikari. He's 14 years old, and he's asked to pilot this big old robot to save the world from his father, who has been absent for years and who allegedly killed his wife, who is Shinji's mom. And you know, it's just he doesn't want to get in the robot, Shinji. Okay, so it takes a more realistic approach. Just like you have to think, this little Shinji kid, he hasn't even driven a car and he's being asked to get in a plane. Plane. That's, I think the realism in the characters is just a huge bonus to the show's experiences, because once you realize that this isn't your average run-of-the-mill anime where you got like a new enemy every episode and you gotta punch them faster or whatever, that's when you realize that, wow, this show is really something else. That's all I can really give for the realism. I can't really reveal anything about Asuka without really spoiling anything. And then Rei, if I reveal anything, that would be kind of a massive spoiler. But I guess that's all I can say. Shinji's a loser, but he's a loser for a reason, okay? I love you, Shinji. Number 3 is the music. Oh man, this music is freaking good. It's like you got these cinematic scores of just strings going, you know what I'm saying? And you got like the drums going boom, 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 boom. You know what? I love the music. I'm just gonna calm down and just start at the beginning. Let me just say, I don't think this show would be where it is today without its opening song, A Cruel Angel's Thesis. I'm sure you've heard it before. It's just that popular. Let me play it for you really quickly right now.
Then I go. Optimus Prime, check. I got
It brings a tear to my eye every time. It's so beautiful. It is the most beautiful thing I've ever heard. But then you gotta talk about the stuff in the actual show, okay? You got little sad, somber songs like this. And then you got nice little jazz tunes like this. And then, this is my favorite song. Hit it. But then, the show comes like right out of left field, wherever the football is, okay? And then it hits you with this, and you're like, oh, it's about to get real. And that's all the music I'm gonna like show to you before I get like a copyright strike. You know, I have one more song though. It's kind of important, and it really just adds so much to the show. And that is the outro theme. It is "Fly Me to the Moon" by Frank Sinatra. I think he did a cover of the original, but I'm not sure. But what really adds to the show is the outro theme, is "Fly Me to the Moon," and it is sung by someone different every episode. It's sometimes from the cast, some random chick, and even the girl that sang the intro theme. They all sing it, and it just adds so much more. It's something special just to like sit down and just listen to this new "Fly Me to the Moon" after every episode. However, Netflix bros, I am sorry. Netflix did not get the rights to "Fly Me to the Moon" to play it at the end. So instead, you get this song. Instead of this song. Yeah, I'm sorry. That's just the reason why you shouldn't watch the Netflix version. If you want to watch the original version, just okay. My contacts are in the description. Just hit me up. I got you. Okay, I got you. But that's the music. That's good. It's really good. Yeah. If you want to listen to the music, they released the first volume on Spotify, the first of 3. Number 2 is really good. Number 3 is alright. If you want to listen to number 2 and number 3, just look it up on YouTube. Or you could be a Giga Chad like me and just illegally download it off of the Internet Archive. But yeah, that's the music. Very good stuff. Very, very good stuff. Really adds a lot, like I've said like 15 times already. So let's just go ahead and move on. But that's all I can say about the plot and the characters without giving anything away. The music, I mean, what else do you want to say? It's good music. So without further ado, we got the other part of this video why you should not watch Evangelion. Firstly, the community. I said this in the intro, I didn't go into too much detail, but the community is disgusting, okay? Like I said, 2 14-year-old girls. I have one video of proof evidence, whatever you call it, that the community is disgusting. And I will show it right here. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. That's just a rule of thumb for any anime series. Don't involve yourself in the community. The way you should watch it is get a couple friends, watch it together, and then that's it. That's all you should trust, is because they're your friends. Don't talk to some neckbeard on the internet. I I got a developing neckbeard, but you can trust me. I'm telling you all that I can about this anime without getting weird. Okay, if just trust me. You just don't get into the community. Next reason is there are these little parts of the show that I like to call Evangelion moments. Probably the most notable Evangelion moment is the first scene of this movie. For those of you who watched it, you know what I'm talking about. Evangelion moments are essentially doing really weird stuff with these three 14-year-olds. It's nothing too bad, except in this movie, it's weird as shit. But throughout the entire series, that's it. There are like a couple Evangelion moments throughout the series, but in the movie they're weird. But I guess that's all the reasons you shouldn't watch it. Moving on. In conclusion, there's not really much I can say about anything without giving anything away. Because trust me, I don't want to spoil anything. This is such a good show. If it just to let you know, I bought this poster like the day after I watched the movie. Okay, it's that good. I don't know what else to say, man. Just trust me. Trust me. You can trust me. You can trust me. Watch it. Okay, it's on Netflix. Just watch like the first few episodes. Okay, it's like 40 minutes to an hour out of your day. Just watch like a couple episodes of this. Like the first 14 episodes do not give enough credit to what the show's about. Just keep watching, man. Okay? Trust me. I think it's now time for me to self-reflect. After recording all this video, I'm completely done. And I regret making this video because I'm gonna look back at this video in a year. I'm gonna say, what the hell was wrong with me? I hope this was a phase. I just hope I grow out of this. It's a good show, okay? But what can you say? So just watch it. Just watch it. Bye.